What if the most beautiful princess in all of Ireland was hidden away by her own jealous sisters until a magical henwife, a flying mare, and one tiny lost shoe changed her fate forever? Long ago in the kingdom of Tir Conal lived 3 sisters. The 2 eldest were called Fair and Brown. The youngest was Trembling, and she was the most beautiful of all. But her sisters were jealous. They made her stay home and work while they wore pretty dresses to church. For 7 whole years this went on. One Sunday, when her sisters had left, an old henwife came to the kitchen. "Why are you here crying instead of shining at church?" she asked. Trembling said, "I have no fine clothes." The henwife smiled. "Tell me your dream dress." "I want a dress white as snow and green shoes," Trembling whispered. In a flash, the henwife gave her exactly that, plus a milk-white mare with a golden saddle. A tiny honeybird sat on her shoulder. "Ride fast," the henwife warned, "and leave the moment Mass ends." Trembling arrived at church like a dream. Everyone stared. Princes forgot to breathe. When Mass ended, she flew away faster than the wind. She was home and back in her rags before her sisters returned. Her sisters came home excited. They cried, "We saw the most beautiful lady ever. She wore white like snow." They begged for dresses just like hers, but they never got the magic bird or horse. The next Sunday, Trembling asked for black satin and red shoes. She rode a midnight black mare that shone like glass. Again, everyone stared harder than before. Again, she vanished like smoke. The 3rd Sunday, she wore a dress red as roses and white as snow, with a green cape and magical hat. Her mare had blue diamond spots and a singing bird between her ears. Princes from every kingdom came hoping to catch her. The Prince of Almania waited outside. As she tried to escape, he grabbed her foot. He ran beside the mare and pulled off one beautiful shoe. Trembling raced home, afraid she was in trouble. Now every prince in the world searched for the girl whose foot fit that shoe. They traveled all over Erin. Many girls hurt their feet trying to force it on. When the princes came to Trembling's house, her sisters locked her in a closet. But she called out, "I'm here." The shoe slipped perfectly onto her foot. Everyone gasped. She was the mystery lady. To marry her, the Prince of Almonia had to fight 5 great champions. He fought for days and won every battle. Their wedding was the grandest. It lasted a whole year. Years later, Trembling had a son and a daughter. Her eldest sister Fair came to visit. One day the sisters walked by the sea. Fair grew jealous again. She pushed Trembling into the waves. A huge whale swallowed her whole. Fair lied to the prince. Trembling went home, but the prince was worried. That night he put a cold sword between him and Fair in bed. In the morning, the sword was still cold. She was not his real wife. A little cowboy had seen Fair push Trembling. The whale threw Trembling onto the sand 3 times. Each time she begged the cowboy, "Tell my husband to shoot the whale with a silver bullet in the red spot under its fin." The 3rd day, the cowboy remembered and told the prince. The prince ran to the sea with a silver bullet. The whale turned over. The prince fired right into the secret spot. The whale died. Trembling was free and ran into her husband's arms. Fair was put into a barrel and sent drifting on the sea for 7 years. The brave cowboy grew up and married the prince's daughter. Trembling and her prince had 14 happy children, and they all lived happily until the end of their days.